Hey guys, you're watching Car Topic, and today we're going to be talking about the mid-engined Toyota. In other words, we're going to be talking about the Toyota MR2. Now before we get started, I just want to apologize for missing the past two uploads, as on Sunday we had Father's Day and I usually don't upload on holidays, and on Tuesday I went to the dentist and I wasn't able to talk that well for the rest of the day. So I apologize for missing those past two uploads. But anyways, thank you guys for understanding, and let's get on with the video. Now, the very first year of the Toyota MR2 was in the year 1984, and it had 112 horsepower in the United States, with a 0 to 60 in the mid to high 8-second range. Now, this car was advertised and sold as a mid-engine sports car, and it sold very well. And much of this success is due to its collab with Lotus, as Lotus played a big part in the design and engineering of the original Toyota MR2. But in 1988, we got a supercharged option of the MR2 in the United States, but other parts of the world actually got it 2 years prior in 1986. This supercharged option had 144 horsepower and had a much 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds. Not only was this MR2 much quicker than the standard one, but it was much quicker than all of the competition, like the Pontiac Fiero and the Fiat X19. But in 1989, we saw the second generation of the Toyota MR2. In the United States, it had 130 horsepower in its base model. This second generation made the transition from the original boxy MR2 to the curvy and modern one. We also, in the very same year, got the MR2 Turbo. The Turbo had 200 horsepower with an insanely fast 0 to 60 of 5.4 seconds. Now, every few years after 89, there was some variations with convertibles and special racing editions, but it stayed the same. A cheap entry-level mid-engine sports car that is a ton of fun to ride. Now, sadly, in 1999, that was the very last year of the second generation MR2, and we get the Mark III in the year 2000. The Mark III had 138 horsepower through all of the trims and had a 0 to 60 of 8.2 seconds, and it had an even slower 0 to 60 with the automatic. And in my opinion, this 2000, or in other words, Mark III MR2, is not the same car as the others. If you take a look at it, it doesn't look like that sporty car that it was before. Instead, it looks like a mid-engined leisurely car, not made to be on the track. And unfortunately, this is why the MR2 sales dropped incredibly, and which is why the very last year of the Toyota MR2 was in 2005. So even though the Toyota MR2 was discontinued in 2005, the legend lives on to today, and people still race, modify, and drive these things all the time. But if you want one of these cars, you better get one quick, because all of the generations, except for the Mark III, are going up in value. Or I guess they kind of are. The original MSRP of the 1984 MR2 was around $11,000 with no options. The Mark II base MSRP was around $13,000. And the highest price for a new MR2 was the 1999 MR2 Turbo at around $20,000. And a clean MR2 today still sell for those same prices, if not more. At one point, these cars did go down quite a bit in value, but people now understand how amazing a mid-engined, reliable sports car like the MR2 is. So the prices are going back up, and they're currently worth around the same as they were when they were brand new. But prices are still going up, and soon we might be seeing them in the 30,000 plus range. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you learned at least a few things about the mid-engined Toyota. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and be sure to let me know down below in the comments what you thought of today's video, as well as if you have any ideas for future ones. I'll be sure to make it happen to the best of my ability. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have an Instagram, so if you like what we're doing here, please be sure to check that out. And I also just want to apologize once again for missing the past 2 uploads. But thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time on Car Topic.